Hey everybody, and welcome to the lounge. All my fellow loungers, chillers, ballers, and grillers. Especially grillers, because today we're chilling and grilling. That's right. Today's menu, we got grilled salmon. We have on a bed of lemon rice with some oven roasted asparagus. So, I also have a couple guests going to be stopping by. Think you seen them last week too. Don't be hating on them. No hate needed, only love. So, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet up and relax, and we're going to get started.
Go.
If I seem like I'm laughing right now, it's because I'm ready to punch Tom. But besides that, we're making the marinade early. Remember, you have to do this. Like, you probably want to do it, if you're going to cook the fish that day, do it early in the morning, because you want these to marinate for 6 to 8 hours. So, just keep that in mind. We have extra virgin olive oil. We have fresh parsley and onion. We have 2 to 3 lemons that we're going to need. Salt, black pepper, ground mustard, brown sugar. You're going to need a large Ziploc and of course your measuring tools. And then I'm going to show you, we're going to put this together and make the marinade.
Yeah.
Grab your large Ziploc now. Take a cup of olive oil. You don't have to use extra virgin, you can just use plain olive oil, that's alright. We have a half cup of parsley. Just cut that up a little bit. We have a quarter cup of onion. Finally cut that up. We have a half a cup of squeezed lemon juice. We have 2 teaspoons of dry mustard, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper in there. And of course, last but not least, we have 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Put that in your Ziploc, mix that up really well in there. And when you're ready, you put your fillets in there. This is enough for about 6 or 7 1-inch thick, 1 inch to 1.5 inch thick fillets. And you're gonna let them sit in that marinade for about 6 to 8 hours. Nice looking marinade, isn't it? Beautiful coloring. Anyway, that's gonna be good. We started this yesterday and we have our salmon fillets that are already marinating. I did that this morning. Remember, 6 to 8 hours at a minimum. You know, don't let them go real long. But anyway, so they're already in the fridge and they're marinating. So here's the ingredients that we're going to need for the asparagus. We have our asparagus, duh. Olive oil, Parmesan cheese, some garlic, some sea salt, and some black pepper. And now, this is for our rice. We have a lemon, butter, some chicken bouillon. Now you can get the powder form or you can get the cubes. It doesn't really matter. Basil leaves, lemon and pepper seasoning, water, H2O, and some rice. And you'll need a bowl to mix up your asparagus in, naturally, some measuring spoons, a pan with some foil on. I like to use a cookie sheet for this, and a pot for the rice. First thing we're going to do is actually the rice, because that takes the longest to cook. So we're going to get started on that.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go through the ingredients for the rice that we're going to be making. We have a cup of water, H2O. We have a cup of chicken broth. So if you're going to use this, just get a cup of water, teaspoon of this, mix it up in there, get warm water. Pour that in, or you can just get a cup of chicken broth that's already made. Okay, we have 2 tablespoons of squeezed lemon juice and about 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of lemon zest. And in here we have 2 teaspoons of butter. You want to bring that to a boil. Get that to a boil, and then when that comes to a boil, we have a cup of rice, and we have I believe this was a 1/4 teaspoon of basil leaves, yes it was, and we have a 1/4 teaspoon of lemon pepper. That goes in very last after this is all done. Our liquid now is boiling, So at that point, you take your lid off, add your cup of rice, and put your basil in there. Mix that up. Good. Turn your flame down. I had it on medium. Turn your flame down a little bit to medium low and just let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Follow the directions on your rice box and let it simmer for 20 minutes. And then after that's all done, then you're going to mix in your lemon pepper, mix it all up, and we're ready to go. Okay, for the asparagus, I already rinsed off this, and I'll show you how we snap them to break them in a minute. But for now, we're going to get the rest of the stuff in here, which is we have 3 tablespoons of olive oil. You can use regular or extra virgin, that's up to you. We have 1.5 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese. Throw that in there. We have 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, or you could use about a clove. And in here we have about, let me try to think now. We had a teaspoon of sea salt, and we have a half teaspoon of black pepper. Throw that in there, okay? Just throw it all in there together. Yeah, that looks yummy, doesn't it? Anyway, take your asparagus. This is how you want to, if you bend it, wherever it breaks, it breaks. Throw it in there. The top parts. Constantly do that on all these, just like that.
Why don't you point one directly to the camera?
I tried to shoot Tom with that one, I didn't get him. Dang it. I got a chuckle out of Tom just then. You guys, I don't know if you heard it or not, but it was official. He laughed. Would have been funnier if it actually hit him. Anyway, so now we're going to mix them all up. Just kind of like we did the fries. Mix them up, coat them really good. Then we're going to spread them out on that cookie sheet that I put foil on. It'll coat it pretty good. Space them all out on here. And if you want, you can always sprinkle a little more Parmesan cheese on them, like I plan on doing. Anyways, you want to preheat your oven to 375, and you're going to cook these for about 10 to 12 minutes. You don't want them to burn. Remember that. This is a skinny guy. We're going to put him in the middle. 375 heat it, 10 to 12 minutes, cook them. Our oven is now preheated, and I told you 375. I was wrong. Duh. I always got to screw up at least one time on every video. It's 425. Anyway, now we're going to put our asparagus in there and let that cook in there for, like I said, 10 to 12 minutes about.
And turn it off.
Okay, so now we're going to take our fillets. We're going to put them in our basket. This is a Grillin basket. You can get these just about anywhere. You can get them at Lowe's or Walmart. Take your fillets, put them in here. Hopefully I can get more than this in the next one. Take your basket, put it like that. You got this little lock thing that goes over here like this. You put this down there like that. That'll keep them together. So you can actually, don't pay attention to me because I put this in upside down. Put it like that in there. Has little spots that you can put it on. Put it like that, then put it on there like that, and then that's good to go. And then we are going to use my other one. And hopefully I can get the other, I think I have 4 in the other one. All in the same one. And there goes my timer for my rice. We'll turn that off. And you want to let that simmer for about 5 minutes, the rice still in there, so we don't have to get that out right at this second.
How long should the asparagus be in for?
It's for 10 to 12 minutes. I looked at the clock. All right. You know what? I think I can get this little guy over here. Just over there. There we go. That comes out perfect. Put them in there. The rest of your liquid that you have in there, put that in a little container, because then you want to baste it when it's cooking. We're going to spread a little bit on the top of this fish while it's actually cooking. So put that in a container. I'm going to go wash my hands right now because I got fish crap all over it. Last step you want to do is put your lemon pepper seasoning on there. Sprinkle that on there and mix it all up good. I have the flame off now. It's done cooking. We're going to mix this up. I'm going to just put a lid on it just to keep it warm while I'm waiting for the asparagus to finish, which I think we got another 5 minutes to go for that. And then we're going to cook our fish. Our fish does not take very long to cook whatsoever. So there we go. We're patiently waiting for the timer to go off on the asparagus, which should be basically about any second right now. And there it goes. So what I'm going to do now is just turn off my oven because my guests haven't even showed up yet. So this way it's going to stay warm inside there. You know, if you're worried about it overcooking, mine are still a little crunchy and that's fine with it. If you're worried about it overcooking, then because the oven's still really hot, you could just crack your door a little bit and leave it open. I'm not worried about that because mine is still a little crunchy. I like a little crunch on my asparagus, so we're going to leave that go. Our rice is already there. We kept the lid on that to keep that nice and hot. Next thing is to cook the fish. Now it's time to put our fillets on here. Get them going. About medium to low. Medium, low. You want to put them on. And again, fish is done when it's flaky. So you take a fork, it should flake. It shouldn't come off in big giant chunks or anything like that. It shouldn't be tough. It should be nice and flaky. So that's how you tell when it's done. Let them go for a while. We're going to flip them over. You can marinate them whenever you want. Like, not marinate them, but take a little of your leftover stuff. Put that on there. You know, that nice juice that you had in there, your bag that you should have saved like I told you to. Put some of that on there. And then when you turn them over, you can put a little bit more on there. And then they'll be almost ready to be done. Getting that, Tom?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get the asparagus out and also my garnish. We're making this look pretty.
This has a lot of pretty potential too.
Yeah, it does. That's why. Gotta make it look pretty. That's hot. Not a whole lot of asparagus on here.
Okay, there was more before.
It shrunk. Okay, so now we get to taste it.
Love this part. Favorite part. Getting a little bit of everything.
We're even here for the other parts.
There's other parts to
This is my
this?
favorite part, though.
Food doesn't disappear. Unfortunately.
Wow.
You like it?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I get the approval from everybody? Thumbs up?
A lot of flavors going on there.
Yeah, there is.
I think I need to eat each thing individually instead of all together. Really.
It's a really good meal to do. It's not that hard to make either. It's pretty easy.
Oh, that salmon by itself, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, try this. Till next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet up and relax, and I'll meet you at the lounge.
Yeah!
Nice.
Woo! I don't think that was the first time in